Retirement salary, $500 electricity bill, not happy.
This is not a new tune for Corby Johnson and others who live in New Orleans. As climate change cranks up the heat, so goes their electric bills.
My electricity bill went up and up with solar panels. Now, I don't know why, don't know how, except for all the taxes, all the stuff that's added to the bill. My actual electricity probably is 80 or something like that.
According to the National Academies, temperatures in New Orleans increased over 2 degrees from 1991 to 2020. Higher emissions could boost temps another 5.8 to 9 degrees by late this century. And Mother Nature is getting some help from the city itself. New Orleans is an urban heat island.
Cities produce a lot of heat, and they also trap a lot of heat because of concrete and other hard surfaces. You know, we remove vegetation and replace it with parking lots, and then there's air conditioners and boilers and stoves and things that create a lot of heat.
New Orleans tops Climate Central's list of 159 U.S. cities with the worst urban heat island effect. In the summer, the average temperature is 16 degrees hotter than in rural areas nearby. The extra heat adds up to higher energy bills, and that creates a difficult choice for many lower-income families in Louisiana.
You're a single parent raising a child right now. You have to make a decision. Pay the bill, feed your children.
It's not just the heat fueling electric bills. Louisiana residents are paying restoration fees for past storms.
We have to help Entergy get their money back from what happened with Isaac, so that's a part of the bill. We have to pay for the electricity or whatever they use. That's not what we actually use, but what they send to us, so that's part of the bill. There's a few other things that's added to the bill besides taxes, and those things are also added to your gas.
Entergy is one of the major electric and gas providers in Louisiana. It provides electricity to 1.1 million people in 58 parishes. In a frequently asked questions page on Entergy's website, charges included fees from the 2020 hurricanes, 2021 winter storm, and Hurricane Ida, plus Hurricane Gustav, Ike, and Isaac. It says customers will see about a $9 increase on their bill, and those fees may go up. New Orleans is expected to see more frequent and more intense storms as ocean temperatures continue to rise. The National Academies predict sea levels could rise 3 feet between now and 2100. That would submerge the edges of the city.
This isn't our first rodeo. We've had a lot of storms before.
45 minutes west of New Orleans, the impacts of sea level rise are a concern. Reserve, Louisiana sits directly on the Mississippi River, and many in St. John the Baptist Parish don't have home insurance.
They dropped everybody. Everybody got dropped. My insurance got canceled in July was their last day. They folded up. The man told me I need to get $5,000 to go with what they had till the end of the year. They're going to change. I don't have no $5,000. I'm sitting out without no insurance right now. There's nothing you can do except get your hammer and a nail and hope you got a roof to nail it under.
According to the National Oceanic Atmosphere Administration, 62 hurricanes have hit Louisiana since NOAA began keeping record more than 170 years ago. It ranks third among states that have been hit by hurricanes the most, making the state difficult to insure. Citizens, a last resort insurance company in Louisiana, raised their rates a whopping 63% on January 1st. And for a state that is vulnerable to hurricanes and urban flooding, that's a problem.
Since I've been in this particular neighborhood, I think about maybe over 20 years. And from each bad storm, my house has flooded.
For Madeline Batchman, every time it floods, it's like a hit and run.
Every time it floods, I might get it, and I have to leave the city. And as you get older, you get tired of running. It's like you got to run because you just don't know what to expect.
Between the heat, the flooding, and the hurricanes, many communities in Louisiana are struggling to adapt. And they're relying on each other, not the state.
So all you can do is be there for each other. That's all you can do.